Hi, I'm Melanie from Melanie at Home Life. I picked up a $40 buffet today. We are gonna flip it. Let's get into it. So this buffet is a really solid piece of furniture. There's not a lot of nicks and bumps in it. Again, got it for $40 off Facebook Marketplace. We are going to take off the handles. Then we are going to clean it with a degreaser, and we're going to use Dawn dish soap. We have purchased a paint called Silk, which is a mineral paint that we're going to use. So we're going to do scuff sand and we're going to apply Silk. To the top of this though, it's a pretty decent piece of wood on the top. This is MDF, but this is pretty solid. So Tim is going to sand this down. We are going to put some gel stain on it and seal it here and on the bottom, and it's going to look like a whole new piece. We're going to get some ceramic handles just to modernize it. Let's look inside the cupboard. Ah! More than we bargained for! Take it back!
Before Mel cleans, I'm going to quickly take out the hardware for you. We're not using this hardware on this project, but I always like to keep the hardware. So I'm putting it in my box of hardware.
Just using some Dawn dish soap to get all these fingerprints and stuff off. I'm not deep cleaning inside the cabinets yet. I'll do that at the end. I want to wipe everywhere. Tim's gonna sand.
Mel wants to take the finish right off the top of this and off the bottom piece, so I'm going to be using a 60 grit to take the finish right off the top of this. All right, now we're going to do a quick scuff sand of the drawers.
So I chose this Silk all-in-one mineral paint. It is a primer and a top coat all-in-one. I am going to go ahead and put it on. It's in Hampton Olive. I was looking for a different color, but this kind of caught my eye, and I was happy to get this with the gray undertones in it.
Okay, the top's done. Now it's time to start scuff sanding the side and the fronts.
So Tim's all done scuff sanding, so I am giving this a quick wipe so I can start gel stain. Okay, so I've got my Minwax gel stain. No, Minwax does not sponsor this video. I've got two brushes. This brush is for the little crevices down here because I don't want it to bleed in. So this is going to be painted, but this base is going to be the gel stain. You'll notice my piece is upside down, and I'm actually going to start in the middle of the front, work my way to each side so that all the crevices get done and it's not a big mess. You ever notice that sometimes your cabinets don't get touched up on the bottom? This is why we turned it upside down first. So we've stained the bottom part, and we're actually going to pull the tape off and retape it. But I like doing it this way so the bottom of the cabinets get a fresh coat of paint, and they always look nice. Do my best not to touch the stain. Raining. So I'm gonna get onto the second coat. I want to get that done and dry, and to seal it I'm going to use a Dixie Belle product, which I'll tell you about a little later. All right, so I've got the second coat on. It looks pretty decent. I am just gonna let it dry, and then I'm gonna go ahead and touch up if I need to, but right now I don't think it's gonna need too many touch-ups. So I'm pretty excited. I want to try something, and I did tell you I was bringing some big guns out. I originally wanted this a little bit darker, and I really, I had a hard time finding the paint that I was looking for, but I chose this. I thought I would try it. I did see in another video somebody else use Dixie Belle Big Mama's Butter to get, one, to protect what they've done, but two, to deepen the color. I tried it on another project. I wasn't happy with it, but I'm gonna try it again on here and see how we make out. I'm just very gently putting it on, just touching it so gently. So this is natural, and it's like a wax. It's made with hemp oils, and it seems to look nice. And then if it's not going on the way you like it, you just take a damp lint-free cloth, remove the excess. But this is definitely what I'm looking for. I'm excited. This has changed the dynamic of the color. So this is the one with the Big Mama Butter, and this is the one without. And I will tell you, the Big Mama Butter is costly. Like, for that small bottle, I paid $25, but it will last you several pieces, and there's different colors too, smells. This one's called Suzanne's Garden. There was Orange Grove, and there's unscented. This also expedites curing, so that's another good reason to utilize it. And just like that, that one's done. I love it. All right, let's do it on this one. This down, the rest of the piece to go. I'm also gonna use it on the top. See how we make out. Wow, does that ever make a difference on this wood down here, eh? Okay, so that piece was super cool, and I got that as a fluke. I was looking on Facebook Marketplace. It was $40. I was the first one to respond, and then I had to text him and say, can you pick this up after work? But not every piece comes off of Facebook Marketplace at $40. You really have to really search for those. All right, now it's time to break it down. We paid $40 on Facebook Marketplace for the piece, and then we spent $11.30 on the silk paint. I purchased the silk paint, and it was $34. I can get 3 uses out of that. I figure I can do 3 dressers or 3 projects with it. So I divided the cost in 3. And then we used about 50 cents of the Big Mama Butter. The Big Mama's Butter, because you use such a little amount, I'm going to figure I can get 30 to 50 projects based on what I decide to do with it. Maybe I decide to put it in drawers for a different smell. Maybe I use it as a sealer. And then probably $1 worth of sandpaper. Here is our profit. Okay, so we profited $182.20. Not bad for an evening and morning of work. And it wasn't really hard work, it was fun work. And we got caught in a rainstorm. But we still had fun doing it, and that's the best part. So what are we doing now? We're gonna start another project Tim and I have been working on, and our next video will be up shortly. But project number 1 has not sold yet. So if you know anybody that's looking for a beautiful piece, contact us, DM us on Instagram. We're always around. This is Melanie from Melanie and Home Life. Like, click, subscribe, and share, because we love you. Yeah, we kind of do. We kind of really do. Thanks for tuning in.
They'll say, no,